Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Absolutely, you already know we are celebrating the legend Willie Davis, who's a champion and leader, businessman. Absolutely. And without further ado, I'm going to showcase a short video here. It's like 3 minutes. So to give further background about what number 86 was all about. That legend, NFL Willie Davis.
Willie was one of those guys that you thought intelligence first. He exuded it all the time.
You taught me how to play defense, baby. I mean that from my heart.
You'd hear about it from other ball players because they were very much aware of Willie's smarts.
And I think everybody got enough people here to meet the challenge.
He had earned an MBA from the University of Chicago at about the same time he collected his 5th World Championship ring. But Willie Davis did not seem destined for greatness when his career began in 1958.
Willie played offensive tackle, defensive end at Cleveland with me. Very seldom came off the football field. The greatest thing happened to him was that Paul Brown got disenchanted and sent him to Green Bay to Lombardi. His first game against the Browns, we never blocked it. He almost killed us.
Basically, my whole career has been proving a point that I can play football with guys who came from bigger colleges, that I could play football against the best football players from anywhere, that I could carve my niche.
The thing that I was impressed with was his ability to turn that tackler loose and run down a running back on the far end. We hadn't seen a lot of that from ball players. He could move from his set position so quickly that he never got the full blow of the offensive guy coming at him. So he very seldom got pancaked. And all of that was a part of making him great because he could slip and slide away from some of the big linemen who were coming at him. He could move so quick that he could get in position to make those tackles. And he could run down people. Willie had that great smile. He'd give you that smile when things were going good. And when he knew he was whipping us real good, the smile got wider.
Those joyous moments included Davis's forced $1 million fumble on John Unitas in 1966, which sent Green Bay to the NFL title game. A dominating defensive performance in Super Bowl II, 5 All-Pro selections, and membership on the 1960s All-Decade team.
I'd just like to say that it's been a great time for me the last 10 years playing here for the Green Bay Packers. I'm truly indebted to my teammates, the Packer organization, but most of all, to you, the fan. I would just like to say it's been more than a game. It's been a way of life. Thank you.
Wow.
See this story about the skills gap?
Absolutely. That was deep. And just to note that it's obviously the 86 video on that platform, and he is number 87. He wore number 87. Number 87. Number 87. Absolutely. And with that, that is so commendable. And the poise that you see that with that's at the stage was the microphone, just amazing. Absolutely. And it resonated because I see his baby sister with a similar poise. You know, they stand tall, absolutely stand strong and very vocal. And without further ado, I want to introduce the one and only Crystal Davis as a singer, as she say, a pianist first. Absolutely. the one and only Crystal Davis. Welcome to the show this morning. How are you? Absolutely. You know what? She's pausing for the cause because she knows that I do this as well. This is information that as a public service announcement, if you will, to give information about Willie Davis. And let me go ahead and share the screen with you all too to further honor her brother, the late Willie Davis, legend, champion. Absolutely. And she shall be on screen just after that. Absolutely. And I think I want to have that background music because it helps you to listen. And I'm gonna do another background. Absolutely. Today, change it. All right, here we are. One and only Willie Davis. It says public service announcement honoring the legacy of NFL legend Willie Davis. Willie Davis wasn't just a Hall of Fame football player, he was a trailblazer who redefined what it means to use stardom for good. From dominating the gridiron as a defensive end for the Green Bay Packers, where he won 5 NFL championships, to becoming a savvy businessman and community advocate, Davis exemplified excellence beyond the field. Sports, Willie Davis was an unstoppable force, notching 181 consecutive games in the NFL and leading the Packers to their first 2 Super Bowl victories. His passion and determination inspired generations of athletes to aim higher, proving that grit and teamwork can lead to greatness. Also, those are the first 2 Super Bowls. Music, Davis's influence transcended sports. As an investor in radio stations, he recognized the power of music to unite communities and amplify voices. His work in media fostered creativity and brought people together, celebrating diverse perspectives. In business, Davis was a visionary entrepreneur. After football, he earned an MBA from the University of Chicago and built a legacy as a corporate leader, serving on the boards of Fortune 500 companies. His drive to succeed in business created opportunities for others and underscored the importance of planning for life after sports. A legacy of giving back, Willie Davis used his platform to support education, youth programs, and community initiatives. He believed in the transformative power of perseverance, education, and character. His story is a beacon of hope, reminding us all that stardom is a tool to uplift others and build lasting change. As a call to action, whether you're an aspiring musician, an athlete, or an entrepreneur, let Willie Davis's life be your blueprint. Embrace discipline, seize opportunities, and give back to the world. Together, we can carry his legacy forward and inspire the next generation to dream big and act boldly. Learn more, explore Willie Davis's impact on sports, music, and business to see how greatness can be achieved both on and off the field. This message is brought to you by Journey to Stardom Productions, celebrating icons who shine in every arena. Awesome. That is, I'll tell you, the chat GPT is something else. I'm going to stop sharing there. And at this point in time, I'm going to screen sharing. Absolutely. Okay. I want to bring back to the show the one and only baby sister of the late legend of the NFL, Green Bay Packers, 5-time championship NFL player, the one and only Crystal Davis. Welcome back to the show. How are you today?
Michelle, you're swell.
Thank you.
Okay,
Absolutely.
okay, the music. I gotta say, okay, so stop the music. Stop the music.
Absolutely.
Stop
I
the
was
music.
thinking, absolutely. That's pretty cool. Yes, indeed. So we've been places this morning, and and anybody can tell that you just woke up, absolutely. And if you listen to yesterday's podcast, yes, I'm sure, yes, she's exuded a great deal of energy yesterday, but it's definitely good to see your consistency still getting on the show the next day, first thing in the morning. Absolutely. If you don't know, these podcasts have been recorded in the 6 o'clock a.m. That's redundant,
Yes,
but 6 o'clock
o'clock
in the
hour.
morning,
Good,
California
good.
PST time.
You're so funny. You know, I tell you, watching that video, I felt so, I felt like I felt unworthy. I don't deserve to be his baby sister.
No.
When I saw and I heard, and it just made me just almost felt like, girl, what
Oh.
have you done compared to what he's done?
Oh.
It's been really that you have no idea. So I said, you have no idea what it is like. And that's why I feel this is really happening at this time, honoring his legacy and getting the voices of others to shine in, whether it's shining a light or just sharing, what has been, the pain or the suffering for the fact that people in, let's see, this country, that have had the privilege to be successful, for others to not have that privilege or just not make it or something your thing didn't make it. It's like some people, they tried out and they didn't make it. So when you get those two diversities, you have a difference in, it's like you feel a little awkward. That's why people look up to celebrities and stars. Oh my God, they're bigger than life. And you want to be that, or you just feel like, oh my God, you just want to faint because you can't believe it. This is a real issue. I think that we lose sight of real, you know, life. It shouldn't be that way. We shouldn't be so, you know, bringing people up. Oh my God, that we can't even feel that we belong in their presence, because we're so like, we feel less than. And so when you look at the haves, the have-nots, what do you say, closing the gap, the educational gap, the financial gap, these things are real, and you don't understand it until you live it, experience it. So when you think of a child and these young people these days that are not so children age, like 12, 13, they're like in their 20s and 30s, they're disenchanted with us as a generation. So in my heart, experiencing the other end of life, that really, he lived that one life, I lived this other life, the opposite. And you see these two people, same DNA, but they're so different, but then they're the same. It's like we know the similarities, but now we're looking for the success. I'm really looking for our success at this time as a generation. Who are we looking at as our success figures, really? And so that's what I saw Willie as, a success figure, and because we don't seem to have that connection nowadays. We don't have anybody that really is a not to say a positive influence, but the kind that you feel like I don't even want to go into all that anymore. I just know the disconnect within the haves, the have-nots, the rich and the poor, the older generation, the younger generation, it needs to be um, fixed. We need to connect. I tell you, doing this time right here, doing this project, honoring him, finding all this out, I don't know if it has helped me or hurt me or what it has done to me or what it has even done to my family, because everybody is not even in agreement with me doing this in my own family. It's like, why? So this is very challenging to me on all levels. And I'm trying to figure out, Lord, why I didn't think this was a bad thing to do, but I don't know what people think when they see me. I know I'm a little wild, but maybe they don't think I deserve to be honoring him. Maybe they don't think I'm big enough, because I was told that one time when I wanted to honor him when he was alive. I wanted to honor him in 2007 because of the things that I do with my music and things, my shows. And I was told, you're not big enough. Yeah, I was like, okay, fine. And I guess still I'm not big enough, because now seeing that video and just thinking all the challenges I've been through, it's like, well, what's it all about? I wanted to help people learn how to work together because of community engagement. And it's like it just came against me, um, to do what I've done. And it's caused a lot of, you know, um, little issues. You know what I mean? It's caused
Mhm.
some issues. And so I'm just a little, I'm just concerned about really where we are as a people now, because um, you want to hold up the light, you want to take the challenges, you want to help, bring people through whatever the darkness, you want to help do this. But then it's like people don't want that. People want to stay where they are, do what they're doing, and just leave us alone.
Mhm.
We don't want we don't want that old stuff. You need to get into the new times, that's old. What does that got to do with, what, it's just things that you don't expect, but it's what it is. And we got 6 days, 5 days. And yeah, I wanted to say, well, no, but I'm not, that's not in me. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving back. Like I said, this is not an NFL production. This is not, no big time sponsors. It's just my desire to see, our communities come together through some of the things I know Willie did back in the day that brought us enjoyment when we were growing up. And I just saw the need based on what was there. So I apologize again. I know I said sometimes if I've offended you, you need to do something, because I can be kind of mean, rough. But in my heart, I don't mean to be mean or hurtful. I just need people to realize we got to come together, and we can't make excuses and, keep expecting somebody else to always foot the bill. It's just, we got to collectively, as they say, leverage and all give in. And I just haven't received that real support. And I just want to thank you, because you've been my consistent supporter in this all along. And I know I'm not the easiest person to deal with. I know that. So I thank you for dealing with me. But at the same time, I'm praying and trusting the Lord. Please, Lord, don't you let me down. Lord, please. I need you to help me, Lord. So
Amen.
it's a very nervous position to be in. Very, very nervous position to be in. So I'm gonna be quiet. Okay, so just do your thing, Michelle, because this is some serious work.
Oh, amen. Absolutely. It is definitely some serious work. And I want to say a few things. Because I know that you said in the beginning of the show that you wasn't going to say that much, and then but you didn't know the video that I had prepared to share at the top of the show either, and I'm sure that sparked some information or some pulled on some heartstrings and so forth. So I have not. Uh, I was not prepared for what you just shared either. So it really works to is a testament to the real conversations that we need out here in the world. And I tell you that let me first say the notes that I took, I was like, oh my God, did she just say this about her own brother? That's her family. To feel like you're not worthy and to make comparisons like you're feeling like less than. It immediately make me pick up a pen. And I'm like, oh my God. So I was pondering that as you were speaking, and I said, I have to be able to speak to that because I know it's plenty of people feel that way or acknowledge that or try to support other people that feel that way. And I even have a song, and shout out to Big Prodigy of the oh my God, South Central Cartel. And one of my songs, and thank you, he blessed me to be on one of my tracks. He says, he talks about, the comparisons and feeling less than in the songs. We're keep standing. We're still standing. Oh my gosh. And it does make you feel a little bit off canter when you're trying to express emotions, because emotions is just so intertwined with feelings that you can't put words to. But in the as this podcast is live, it can be a challenge because it's raw, it's real, it's not scripted. And as many times as people may listen to podcasts and they know that it's a scripted show, and they know when a show is not scripted, and some people don't care for scripted show, and some don't care for a raw and authentic live show because they just don't know how it's going to affect them either. But a scripted show that's already pre-recorded, they can actually go through and read the transcription and see if they want to delve into that. But there's other people that like the element of surprise and authenticity, and they will listen to live podcasts. And I want to go back to and note that I have to talk from different perspectives because there are different people that are listening to the podcast. And then some people need to know the rationale in which you're speaking. And I'm at this point in time, I'm looking forward to helping that not only Crystal, but other people and myself to find out where is this coming from, to the point that I went ahead and prompted ChatGPT utilizing AI as in this world that we're in anyway. It was helpful. And before I share what it said, I also wanted to say I wrote down how it's challenging to honor your brother. And I'm like, my question, if I couldn't be the first person or the only person that thought of it at that time. My question was, is there anybody else that's honoring your brother? I would think we would know because we will be working with them.
No,
So,
nobody. Nobody.
yes, amen. Absolutely. So that's another reason why on that other podcast, I share with you, um, you know, that, oh my goodness, this is my friend. Do know that it is a testament to do anything consistently, and to do it not only 3 days, 30 days, a 90-day blitz is commendable. To even do exercise that time frame, and with that is something that a testament to, like, how do we create generational wealth? How do we create a legacy? What does that really mean? We hear it all the time, but to see it in action, for me, speaking just for myself, this is commendable. I do a lot of things consistently. People know that too. But this is something I've never done. I've never honored somebody consistently in my family either. So, but I'm not to say that whoever decides to do it for anybody, that they are not worthy to do that, and then I'm not doing it. So I'm just, that just concerns me because I'm like, wow, or like I said, this is live, and maybe it's inspiring me at the same time. Like, what should I be doing? Absolutely, to create this legacy, or who else should I be honoring? Or wouldn't it be great if I started honoring my family members as well? Because it is a testament to just knowing and many people that have watched the social media and so forth, I don't even share my family. I don't really post a lot or anything. Most people may know Sharice because she's the one that inspired me to become an author, only on the behalf of her wanting to become an author. I felt like she was threatening me that she wanted to be an author. So I'm like, we're going to stop this. I found out from this radio station that there's this opportunity to become a self-published author for free. Send me a couple poems. Let me see how it happened. So technically, she wasn't really inspiring me to be an author. So it's you just complaining, but it sounds so daunting for 7 years. And it's a trip that I learned that 7 years is a sign of completion. It was that many years. My cousin's in my ear about that. And so, and this is just where this came from. It became a hobby for me to create these books and workbooks and poetry books and so forth. But it was on the behalf of supporting my cousin. So I'm just to know, things happen for many different reasons, but it's definitely time to revisit affirmations, positive affirmations, especially whenever we feel down. That's what they, from what I understand, if you pray, if you have a relationship, then you're supposed to communicate, and you're supposed to write things down. And if you have a God can or something, you write things down, you fold it up, and you put it in that God can. And every now and then you go visit your God can and see if things, you see what things have, been some solutions have occurred and progress. So I'm looking at closing the financial gap, as we say. Most of the time, yeah, we talked about that on the last podcast as well, that money, it seems to, it definitely helps a lot of people in their different time frames, whether it's good or not good. Because even people that have a lot of money, if they don't have to spend their own money, they would still appreciate new money. And then there's the community engagement. This is a form of community engagement as well. And anybody knows under the sun that it's a lot of things that can be better. So if one of the things that could be better is to exemplify somebody that is extraordinary, we can't take it away. I mean, whether it comes from a child or a classroom or somebody that doesn't know the legend NFL Willie Davis of the Green Bay Packers, number 87, and all the accolades and all the things that he's done, the message is clear. He's an example of doing great things for his family, for good. And then just to hear him speak at the microphone, that was my first time hearing him speak at the microphone, because I hadn't watched the video all the way through, but I knew that it would be okay. I've been doing this for quite a long time, and I just thought that that video would be appropriate, even after not having had the opportunity to watch it really quick, because I also just planned the show this morning. Absolutely. But that's some of the things that you can do with experience. So I'm sharing that this is okay from my point of view, that please, if there and coming from an experienced teacher, we do some people have issues about that too. Black History Month, and I've taught so many children, and or have, let me just say, spearheaded so many children, for facilitated so many different lessons where children that don't know hardly anything or much about the character of people and self-confidence and what it means to lead by example, especially when they're in elementary school, junior high school. They are still learning, and they have to create reports because of status quo and the state of California criterias and so forth. And I'm telling you, they have to learn how to read aloud. They have to learn how to engage the community, their classmates, and so forth. and presenting information about legendary people. So for when I heard that, it took me back to those times. I'm like, oh my goodness, bless these children who are trying to just get a grade in class. And all the work that some of them did, with the reports and different things they did doing. And here you're the baby sister bloodline, no doubt about it, of a legend. NFL Super Bowl is huge and makes billions of dollars for many people. And you're the baby sister of one player that's played in the first and second Super Bowl, not just two Super Bowls, but the first and the second Super Bowl, and to have 5 championships. You're the lineage, you're a baby sister of somebody as extraordinary and well known, and not to take away from anybody else that's just not well known as your brother. But just to say, like, wow, are we looking at it in an open mind? Where is, I would just, I feel so bad for you, because I just like, I cannot understand it. And I had to share those other things to get people to understand why I'm shocked and why it affects me, where it comes from. And I just want to say, on my perspective, based on my perspective, my experiences and everything. I mean, I've listened to, I can at least say 100, but I got to say it's more than that, because on the average, children in the classroom is 22 to 34. I've taught for 23 years. So I want to make sure I'm not exaggerating, or I sound like I'm exaggerating anything. And yes, every child in the classroom has to do a report during Black History Month. So not to say that I heard hundreds of reports on NFL Willie Davis, but I'm just saying those children they don't have the caliber of any adult that's going to honor anybody. So even with a childlike spirit that we supposed to have, that's a compliment. So I just want to encourage you to, I'm not sure what, who, this and that. At this point, I'm just talking to you as my friend. I'm just sharing with the world. I'm utilizing this platform to say that, hey, if anybody's honoring anybody and know the word edify or exemplifies or exercises the capacity of edifying somebody else without looking for any money, looking for any accolades, that's commendable. That's giving information. We need more information, quality communication in the world to help, to share the love. Absolutely. Because we know all of us live in the same world and we need more love. And anybody that's, what they call that, like examining or just taking some type of temperature check of the world, it still shares that we need more love in the world. And this is an example of love. And how else do you share information? Do you just not say anything and just pray? Or do you just only talk to the couple people that know your brother or knew your brother or work with your brother and that type of thing? So I just want to commend you for what you do, just based on, like some people say, my 2 cents. But uh, note that I'm not even charging you for this platform, and I'm not your family either. I don't have any bloodline. I don't know. I met Crystal less than 10 years ago. So I'm just sharing that this is, I just never seen it before. So that's why, another reason why I think it's just grandiose. It's great. So as other people that I support, they doing different other things. You're doing this. I think it's commendable. So this is why I'm always doing it. Absolutely. So, with that in mind, this is what I prompted ChatGPT real quick to summarize this situation so we can move forward. What could be said about people feeling unworthy and make comparisons that make you feel less than, and how positive affirmations can help emotionally, mentally, physically, intellectually toward closing financial gaps and community engagement? That's my prompt. And ChatGPT says feeling unworthy and making comparisons that diminish self worth are common struggles that can negatively impact emotional, mental, physical, and intellectual well being. These feelings often stem from societal pressures, social media portrayals of success, or past experiences. They can lead to self doubt, decreased motivation, and isolation, which further hinders progress in life, including financial advancement and meaningful community engagement. Positive affirmations can serve as powerful tools to counteract these feelings, fostering a healthier mindset and empowering individuals to bridge gaps in various aspects of life. Here's how they help. Number one, emotional benefits. Combat negative self talk. Repeating affirmations like I am enough or I have unique strengths that the world needs replaces self critical thoughts with supportive ones, boosting self esteem and resilience. Promote self acceptance. Affirmations encourage individuals to embrace their unique journey and stop comparing themselves to others, creating a sense of inner peace. Two, mental benefits shift perspective. Affirmations like, I am in charge of my destiny, help reframe challenges as opportunities, fostering a growth mindset. Build confidence. Consistent, positive self reinforcement develops the courage to take risks and pursue goals, reducing fear of failure. Three, physical benefits, stress reduction. Replacing negative self perceptions with affirmations lowers stress levels, promoting better health and a stronger immune system. Encourage healthy habits. Affirmations like, I value and care for my body, motivate actions such as exercise and healthy eating, leading to increased energy and productivity. Number four, intellectual benefits. Increase focus. Positive affirmations help declutter the mind from self doubt, improving focus and creativity. Foster learning, affirming one's ability to grow. I can learn and adapt to new challenges, encourages skill building and intellectual development. Five, closing the financial gap. Enhanced problem solving. Positive affirmations boost confidence in one's ability to find financial solutions and take actionable steps. Encourage ambition. Believing I deserve abundance helps individuals seek out and embrace opportunities without fear or hesitation. And six, strengthening community engagement. Foster connection. Affirmations like, I am a valuable member of my community. Encourage active participation in collaborative efforts. Inspire leadership. Positive self belief motivates individuals to contribute ideas and take initiatives driving community progress. So, by integrating positive affirmations into daily routines, individuals can break free from cycles of self comparison and self doubt. This transformation fosters not only personal growth, but also bridges social, I want to say societal, social, and financial gaps, creating a ripple effect of empowerment and engagement with the community. Absolutely. So you keep up the good work that you're doing for your brother. 'Cause I'm not even doing that. You know what I mean? That's why I don't say nothing about what somebody else is doing if I'm not doing it.
Well, I say thank you. And when you were saying something about honoring someone, I thought about your dad and your brother because I know them both and I love them very much. And I think they're very, very smart. Your dad and your brother
They
are so
are
smart.
absolutely. I should be honoring
Yes.
them.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this is why I see this. This is a family love festival. This is for families to really, when you say generational wealth, that's something that has been accrued, over the generations through the family, whether it's a recipe or a saying or something that they created, something that you guys could stand on, we can stand on and supply. So I look at your
Mhm.
brother, I look at your dad, and the things that they have said and what they, encouraged me to do, even in these projects that I've, been working with you with, and how your brother encouraged me and your dad. So I see that. Yes, I see honoring your dad, your mom, strong as she is and what she's been able to be so resilient. This is why this means so much to me, because families, we don't value and honor each other. We don't look up to each other. The children don't really revere the adults and the parents anymore, and it hurts. It hurts me. I'm telling you, I've been crying so much doing this project. I've been working on this for a few months. Really, honestly, I was working on it by myself. Then the team came in, and that just kind of shut down. I had to shut that down. So this has been a real serious work, and it must be something that really God has in store that's going to really do like what I thought, make Black America realize that we got to come up because we've let our guards and everything down. We let And so I really had this in mind to see how we can bring ourselves up in the world. And so I see, since I've been fought so hard like this, mentally, physically, and spiritually, this must be something really big God has in store for us, that He's going to really pour upon us. So we got a few days, we got like 5 days or so. So thank you for that, because it does make a difference what you say to yourself and how you can keep yourself encouraged. So thank you very much. And thank you for your prayers and everything. And those who you want to support, I looked, you want to support, just I don't even know what to tell you to do right now, because it's like the last minute, but just call 626-496-7496, because we do have tickets for our concert, our Legends Icons Night. We have, I can't even think, that's terrible. Okay, but anyway, I don't want to even go into that until I get my head right, and then I can break everything down. So you guys just call 626-496-7496.
Absolutely. So it's the Flow City Telethon. You're invited. December 10th, you did that,
Yeah,
and that's where the phone
that's
number was at. Absolutely. Okay. That's the right number. Absolutely. You're so very welcome. And this show seemed like it can go on and on and on, because I was inspired to just really quick to ask a question to ChatGPT about, why do people say negative things about people that share strong admiration for others? And ChatGPT has some things to say. So maybe I'll save that for a book. I'll write this information in a book, because that's a huge situation. Most often, people just say, well, they want you to talk about them instead.
it's
Absolutely.
not jealousy that's
Yeah,
been.
that's number one on this list.
Well,
Literally,
see,
let me
I
share my
didn't even know
screen.
that.
Oh
I
my
didn't know
God.
that. But I'm just saying,
That's what it
we
said.
look at see, the thing about it, this is nothing new. As you said, it's nothing new under the sun. They were jealous in the Bible days. Remember the two brothers, Cain and Abel? All of these scenarios seem to me really weird, on the sense of how the Bible just really just tells you everything that you're dealing with, even in 2024. It's like, oh my God, that was written 3,000, 5,000 years ago, and it's still going on today. So jealousy is major, and love to me is the only thing that can, conquer jealousy, and help jealousy to calm down, and show that, we're all great, we're all fine. We just have our gifts and talents, and that's how we move about according to our gifts and talents. So thank you again. This is very powerful.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, yeah, just know that ultimately admiration uplifts individuals and communities, and choosing to focus on positivity can transcend the noise of negativity. Stay focus. Absolutely. Well, thank you so very much. And until next time, everybody have a great day, and you're appreciated. Those of you that take the time to listen to the podcast. And if there's any comments, let me see, not yet. We would address them in the future as well. All right. Well, have a great day. Go to work.
Working in my prayers that we all come together in love, that we forgive one another and we accept each other for all that we are and just be there for each other.
Absolutely.
And for that, I'm working.
Okay, that's great. Absolutely. Look at that. I was like trying to get some more applause. It went to another one.